An easy step-by-step guide to set up Interactive Brokers, IBKR. There are enough people asking me how I achieved my low trading commissions. Well, I do not think they are that low, so maybe I can share more. Early this year, I decided to add Interactive Brokers to the brokers at my disposal. There are a few reasons I decide to add Interactive Brokers, or IBKR for short, to my wealth management platforms. Here is a short list. Through IBKR, I can buy and sell stocks in a lot of markets, much more than most brokers out there. Currently, as a Singaporean, you cannot use IBKR to trade the stocks listed on SGX in Singapore, but foreigners can. This will change with the launch of IBS, or Interactive Brokers, Singapore later this year. IBKR's commissions for most markets are low. Based on my trading size of $3,000 to $10,000, the commissions for the US is $1 per trade, $5 if I were to purchase low-cost exchange-traded funds like IWD or VIRA on the London Stock Exchange, and 0.19% for Hong Kong stocks in general. IBKR has been around for a long time and is seen as the default trading platform for international investors. Currency conversion between different currencies is at near spot rates, like 0.00001-0.00002% or 0.100.20 basis points, with a minimum conversion cost of $2. Can transfer via fast transfer to fund accounts easily. They have an office in Singapore at Asia Square Tower 1, sophisticated enough in terms of their reporting and consolidating. This does not seem like much, but if you have used the iFast platform for advisors, you will know what I mean. I might elaborate my reasons in a later post. I am comfortable with IBKR, Standard Chartered Online Trading, and Lim & Tan as my broker platforms. Some will find that the account application process to be a stumbling block, but the Interactive Brokers account opening and approval process is very easy. The whole application approval was done online. My approval took 3 working days, so there were no trips to Asia Square Tower 1 or snail mail. In this post, I bring you through the whole process step by step. 1. Start trading with Interactive Brokers by opening an account application. You start the process by clicking on the Open Application button. Then Start Application. If you require additional professional or more specific account types, such as managing trust accounts and managing for friends and family, the process would look different. Then you will need to create an online account. You need a unique email, username, and password. The username will be what you use to access to your Interactive Brokers account the most frequently, so do think about what you set for it. Once you have finished that part of the process, an account verification email will be sent to your email address. You will need to go to your email address to click on the link in the email. You will then be prompted to log into your Interactive Brokers account to continue with the account opening process. 2. Filling in your particulars. I selected individual account type under customer type. The personal information and addresses are pretty straightforward. You will need to specify a phone number. This is to be used for your 2-factor authentication in the future. Then you will also need to specify the identification that you wish to use to identify yourself, as well as your tax residency. Then your employment details. Specify your source of funds for compliance reasons. 3. Choosing your Interactive Brokers account type and your base currency. Interactive Brokers will then ask you what kind of account type you wish and what is your base currency. There are 3 kinds of account type. Cash requires account holder to have enough cash to cover the cost of transaction plus commissions. You cannot borrow to support trading in a cash account. Margin, U.S. regulatory-based margin account, allows borrowing to support equities trading, stock shorting, full options trading, full futures or futures options trading, currency conversions, and securities, commodities trading in multiple currencies. Portfolio margin allows borrowing to support equities trading, stock shorting, full options trading, full futures or futures options trading, currency conversions, and securities, commodities trading on multiple currencies. If you're a passive, low-cost exchange-traded fund investor, a cash account might just be enough. However, I chose the margin account, which allows me to borrow money if needed. The base currency is the currency you use to maintain the book of accounts. This affects the translation of currency for your statements and uses to determining your margin requirements. I choose to set my base currency to be SGD. I can hold stocks in a lot of different currencies, be it Euro, USD, AUD. When I review the statements, the portfolio and accounts are translated into my base currency SGD. You can change your base currency after this process easier in your account settings, so don't sweat over this. Interactive Brokers will then need you to confirm your postal address is correct. Then you have to answer some compliance questions. Specify your net worth and objectives you intend to achieve by trading. 4. Choosing what financial instruments to trade and where you can trade on Interactive Brokers. This section is important in that Interactive Brokers find out your experience with different instruments. If you do not have the requisite experience, you cannot manage certain instruments. If you are a passive ETF investor and would like to purchase ETF in the United States or United Kingdom, London Stock Exchange, be sure to choose United States and United Kingdom. I did not specify United Kingdom previously, and it is only later did I realize I could not purchase ETF on the London Stock Exchange. If you wish to trade options, also specify accordingly. Again, if you get it wrong, you can change this in the account settings. However, changing this will take 1 day of approval before you can trade in the new markets or instruments specified. 5. Submitting your W-8BEN withholding tax status. Usually, if you open a trading account that allows you to trade in the United States, you will need to submit a W-8BEN form for reporting of your tax withholding status. This is pretty seamless with IPR. There are some compliance agreements and disclosures. Please take your time to read through them and choose to agree or disagree where appropriate. If you disagree, then it is likely you would not sign up for the account. IPR then asks if you would like to participate in their program to earn extra income by lending out your shares. I did not choose to do so. You can change this later in the account settings. IPR then asks how do you know about them, followed by a review of your application. If you click Next, IPR will continue with the actual processing of your application. 6. Submitting your identity and address verification online to Interactive Brokers. IPR will then inform you that the process submission is done. Like many applications that involves money, the financial institution will need to verify your identity. IPR will need you to submit digital copy of some documents to prove your identity. You can also choose to email, fax, and snail mail to them. On the screen capture, you can see that I have submitted my identity card and another document for proof of address, and they have been received. Here are the documents that you can submit. 7. Wait for Interactive Brokers update. All that you have to do next is to wait. Wait for IPR to inform you about the status of application. 10 minutes after the application process, I was informed that the identity application has been received and have been processed. 8. Interactive Brokers account approval in email. If everything goes well, then you should receive an email informing you that your account have been approved. My approval came within 3 working days or 5 calendar days. In total, IBKR will then inform you to fund your account so that you can get started trading. The funding part is another topic altogether, and I will share more in some upcoming posts. The whole process is very seamless and fuss-free. My comprehensive interactive brokers how to fund pack. Here are some of my past articles on wealth building with interactive brokers. I hope it makes your life easier and brighter. An easy step-by-step guide to set up interactive brokers. IBKR, how to fund and withdraw funds from your interactive brokers account. How to convert currencies in interactive brokers. How to buy and sell stocks and securities on interactive brokers. How competitive are interactive brokers' commissions pricing. And also explaining the $10 monthly activity fee. Send money from TransferWise to interactive brokers. Sign up with the new SG broker Fudu SG today, till before 31st May, and you can receive 1 free Apple share and 3 months of commission-free trading. All you have to do is open the account and deposit SG $2,700 into the account, and you can get this welcome package estimated to worth SG $170. Here are the easy steps that allow you to qualify in less than 2 hours. Do like me on Facebook. I share some tidbits that is not on the blog post there often. You can also choose to subscribe to my content via email below. I break down my resources according to these topics. Building your wealth foundation. If you know and apply these simple financial concepts, your long-term wealth should be pretty well managed. Find out what they are. Active investing. For active stock investors. My deeper thoughts from my stock investing experience. Learning about rates. My free course on rate investing for beginners and seasoned investors. Dividend stock tracker. Track all the common 4-10% yielding dividend stocks in SG. Free stock portfolio tracking Google Sheets that many love. Retirement planning. Financial independence and spending down money. My deep dive into how much you need to achieve these and the different ways you can be financially free. Provident, where I currently work doing research. Fee-only advisory. No commissions. Financial independence advisors and retirement specialists. No charge for the first meeting to understand how it works.